Hi everyone, yes, I am back from San Diego Comic-Con. Generally speaking, all conventions are pretty much the same when you work. And, I prefer to work strictly gaming conventions such as PAX, and I really hope I get to work PAX Prime, East, South, especially to get bright codes. Not only that, many of my friends within the YouTube and, I can't even say this word, professional gaming friends, they usually attend them. And the parties are so much more abundant. And usually I'm on the VIP list for unlimited drinks. And I also get to, cut the long lines. And when I'm not attending conventions while cosplaying, I'm usually found working at the Ubisoft booth. And this week I had the pleasure to work at the Assassin's Creed booth demoing Assassin's Creed Unity, which is coming out very soon in October. And, I hope you guys understand this commentary. It is about, working conventions and just my experience in San Diego Comic-Con. So, before I flew out to San Diego, I had been working from Monday to Tuesday at a local event in New York City for a PR event for Ubisoft. And definitely it was a very long week away from home. So the flight to San Diego was in total probably 6 hours long, and I had a connecting flight at Texas. Actually, I really don't mind this because you're given an hour or more to kind of walk around before you get locked up into this metal flying box. Yes, that's how I'm going to refer planes to. That's how planes make me feel. And, from all my commentaries before, you guys know I hate public restrooms, especially the cramped ones on the airplane. Also, when I touch down, I will have training later on that day. It was to play the demo and learn the basic script. It's awesome that, at these events, the developer is actually on site. And luckily for me, the demo that we were given was the same exact one shown in E3. And I knew the key points to hit and talk about. I just really needed to get familiar with the controls and how the new game feels when I play the demo. And I'm very into going to these events because you're always going to meet new people. You get to mingle, network, and see old faces. And I usually see a lot of the girls who work previous events. Since we're all Fragile cadets, we always see each other at events when we work, which is really great. Also, people who work at other booths, we usually see the same people working them all the time. So it's really cool. So it's kind of like a reunion. And I'm also very glad that I got to hang out with Shadosha and also finally work at the same booth. I was working the demo stations that was behind the huge, awesome Assassin's Creed obstacle course. And I really would have loved to run through it before everyone, broke into it the whole week. But Fragdoll Siren told us that we can run through it during the last day. And, my shifts were pretty long. They were very grueling. And I think I worked about, 8 hours standing across the convention at the Assassin's Creed booth. And, basically, I was not allowed to let people who were interested to see the demo, not touch the controller and just watch me play and narrate the story. And now I'm pretty sure you're going to be asking me why. Well, that's because it's an early build, so it's not perfect. So, in the dev's eyes, why would you want the consumer to play an unfinished product? Pretty taboo. And if you don't, you really don't want people to get a bad impression. Also, I think standing for a while, especially for a week, can really get to you because you get tired or you feel that kind of soreness. But to me it was all pretty worth being able to talk to fans of Assassin's Creed. And whenever I the whole week I actually started giving really funny commentaries of the game to spice it up and make people laugh, which is great. And maybe I'll just do my commentary on the trailer that we had to do it, a live demo of the trailer. And perhaps, if you guys are interested, just let me know. Probably comment below if you want to see that. And I ended up, every day, numbing on Indian food. I love Indian food, and I loved having chicken tikka masala every day for lunch. I was thrilled that I got to, hang out with Shadosha a lot after work, and we even got to travel together to meet Tifa, who I finally got to meet in person after knowing her online for a long while. We've been playing like Black Ops 2 back in the day, and she has amazing purple hair. I don't know if she changed it, because every single time I see her on Facebook, she seems to have like a different color, so who knows. Anyway, we met at the In-N-Out burger joint, and trust me, it was my first time, because people keep telling me to like go try In-N-Out and go try Jack in the Box, which I tried both, obviously. And, it was my first time, so please don't hurt me. There was a pretty long line for this place, but, I'm pretty used to that in New York City. And the turnaround there was pretty quick, so I got my order fairly fast. And the burger wasn't bad at all, but I think the New York burger, our Shake Shack, is so much better. And I'm just wondering out there, has anyone tried both besides me? If you're in New York City, please go find one of the locations of Shake Shack and try the Shack Stack. It's basically a cheeseburger and a crunchy, yummy shroom burger topped with lettuce and tomato. So it's a cheeseburger, then you have a shroom burger, and it's topped with, the bun, lettuce, and tomato. So good. And it's pretty amusing to see Shadosha get tipsy off of one beer, and he is so much more hilarious just trying to talk to each and every person we passed by when we went to the Thai restaurant. I'm also really glad that I had a really chill roommate, a roomie, Kiba, and she has amazing red hair. And I've actually seen her around in the Fragdolls chat whenever I stream. She gets to moderate it, and I think she also mentioned that she also moderates the stream chat for the next level, which is really cool. So I finally got to meet her in person, and it turns out she was my roommate, so that was awesome. And we would pretty much go to sleep around 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. PST, and in Alley World in Eastern Time, that's actually 3 a.m. So I'd naturally be tired, and that's great because I actually get to sleep more hours to recuperate from working all day long. And I'd love to give a shout out to Markman from Mad Cats for giving me a tour of the Mad Cats office. We've always seen each other at parties, and I'm usually Jaewong's +1 to Mad Cats events, parties. So it's actually nice to talk to, Markman himself. And he was also a big help with my quote-unquote emergency. I was kind of shitting myself because my hotel had free Wi-Fi, and I did not know that. And I brought my laptop, but no mice. And let me tell you, I cannot play with a trackpad by all means. And this means that I could potentially play League if I had a mouse. Well, Markman was awesome enough to give me 2 Mad Cats mice, one wired and one wireless. Yes! And, I got to play League in my hotel, so hopefully I'll be reviewing those mice soon for you guys. They are actually really cool. They remind me of Transformers, actually. And hopefully I'll have a mini vlog of San Diego Comic-Con, and yes, also including a mini tour of the Mad Cat's office. And Markman is awesome. He's so cute because he's so into anime, and he's also really into the fighting scene, and he takes care of his lovely daughter. Side note, Stefan, he was really nice to give me his San Diego Comic-Con pass, actually during Sunday. But by the time I got to the entrance, they stopped letting people go inside, and I face-palmed. It was just like, oh, killjoy. But, guess what? During my break, I was sitting down resting. I stood up to say hi to Stefan in the lobby in the hotel, and he was right next to Syndicate. The Syndicate. Holy fuck. Tom was standing right there in front of me. And I have been watching his vlog vids for a while, and I'm not exactly a particularly, big fan of his video games vids, but I love his vlogs. And he was literally about to leave to take his cab to go catch his flight. But he was actually nice enough to chat with me very briefly and take a picture with me. It was pretty surreal. I will have to say he is not as cute as my boyfriend Wintergore, of course. Lastly, it was pretty much time to close up the booth on Sunday, and I was given the opportunity to do the obstacle course while Fragile Siren and Shadosha shoutcasted my journey through it. The sun was beating down on me, and I had been already exhausted from traveling and working the whole week in the sun. So I was pretty nervous to wait for the cannon to shoot, the signal for me to start the obstacle course. Plus, the obstacle course is surrounded by lots of people watching you. Boom! The cannon fired. My heart raced as I grabbed the rope to climb up the slanted wall. I pulled myself up and ran down the bounce beam thing, jumped to grab the bar that would turn to lead you to another path when you swung on it. By then, I was getting fatigued and my legs were getting tired from standing the whole week, like I said. And, the sun beating down, hot weather, the transitions in the course were like crazy because they had these really tall boxes that were used as, quote unquote staircases. So you had to climb these tall boxes that were as tall as me to get there. And let me just tell you, I felt tired by that point. And I messed up when I had to go through the swinging balls and monkey bars, and I knew beforehand I was going to suck on monkey bars because I don't have upper body strength. So if you guys are interested to see my POV video of this course when I ran through it, just check the link below in the description box, or you can click here on the video that's playing. I got to celebrate it the last day, like literally Sunday. When I finally got home, I chilled, ate Thai food delivered, and I actually got to celebrate it with champagne with Shane, whom I met last year, and his friend, and we're just kicking it back on sofas. A great way to top off the trip. Yes, I wish I could, check out the convention before it closed and didn't let me go inside, but or even cosplay. But guess what? I'll be attending Otakon, cosplaying as Hatsune Miku and Red Card Katarina, and I will be attending PAX Prime, hopefully. Just still waiting for a confirmation. Probably working at a Ubisoft booth, and if I do work PAX Prime as well, that means during my 1 hour break, since my hair is dyed red, I will be using my 1 hour break to cosplay as Red Card Katarina. And if you guys are going to either conventions, just make sure you're following me on Twitter or Facebook to figure out what part of the convention I'll be at, so you guys can say hi and take pics with me, because I tweet out where I'm at half the time. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Thank you so much for listening, and don't forget to leave a like, comment below, because I usually reply back to y'all. Love ya.